Hello and welcome to another episode of Sorare Sunday. This is for the week of the 23rd to the 29th of September, and we had a fairly good week. So we're gonna just jump in with what happened this week. And in this week, we're gonna look at pros first, and we will start at the very beginning, which was just here. 20th to 24th, we got 13 out of 36 rewards. We got an Mbappe one, did fairly well with this choice. I think we could have done really well if I would have chosen a better keeper. I don't know why I really chose Philip Con, but there you go. The rest of them all did really well. Is just let myself down with Philip there. I think I was trying to be quite clever. I was like, I know what I'll do. I'll pick a keeper who's not as well known, and see if I can get myself up there. But you know what? 1,165th even out of 73,000 isn't bad. It's not terrible. We didn't do great on the Eredivisie teams. We got nothing on the special Cap 200 teams, and we got a few in-season Premier League boxes. The Ipswich team doing fairly well because I had Twenzebi, I think it's how you say it, captained. I should have captained Morsey. I think I would have done a lot better, but Morsey got the late goal against Southampton, make it 1-1. So there you go. We got 323 points there. We got Welbeck and Mavadivi. Mavadivi? Never know how to say that name. Got a goal as well, so we did fairly well. Although Johnston did terrible, but we still got a box for that one, and we stayed safe. We got a box for our for our classic even, which is not easy to do. And my last week's player to watch was Tielemans, wasn't it? And look at him getting an assist and 137 score. I tell you, he's a good one to watch out for. John Duran getting a goal as well. My La Liga is a struggle, although I did get a promoted in a box in this one. Leo Roman is like a rotation keeper, so he'll play like every other game, but not consistently. So I don't know when he's going to play and when he's not. I could probably keep up with it a bit more, and the same with Manu Morlanes. He played fairly consistently and then just dropped off. I don't know if they're injured or stuff like that. So it's the Mallorcan teams are harder to predict, I think, for me anyway. But we did do all right with this team. All very middling scores, but that was enough to get us a box. In season for champion, we got one here. Zion Suzuki is an excellent keeper. Great keeper to have if you can get him. He plays for Japanese national team as well. So he plays internationals, and he plays for Parma. So he gets game time as well. But yep, everyone else did okay, but it got a bumper score for him. We were close with the other two in seasons, to be fair. Just Asano not playing and Norgard not playing just kind of made us miss out on score there. Nothing else for the champions. We got two in seasons for the challengers. Standouts were Aya, Christopher Bonsubar played really well, and Eric Svachenko, I think is how you say it. He's actually been pretty decent. He's one to keep an eye on. He's not my player to watch, but he might be in the future because he gets consistent high scores in the MLS. So not a bad player to have on hand if you need him. And the same with Franco Escobar. He's in the MLS and gets really high scores. They're two defenders which just seem to be getting, fairly high scores every week. Like I didn't even captain Escobar, he got 82, which is pretty decent. Another one who's maybe not as consistent is Jakob Glenez, I think it is. He plays in MLS as well, but his scores will kind of fluctuate a little bit more, I think. And then we got a really good score for Brian de Kersmaker, who plays in the Eredivisie, and that pushed us into the to get promoted and get a box in the Classic for Challenger, isn't it? Yeah. And then Contender, got 2 boxes in season. Lingard, my captain, got us 84 points. Suzuki Hagashi, got a goal, played really well. And David Gill. I think David Gill is an example of, if you've got like a player who's not necessarily playing, but is a good player, but keep hold of the card sometimes, especially if you're going to play long term. Because David Gill, I had and wasn't able to use last season and the season before because he was just never played. He played for a La Liga team. He's moved into the La Liga 2, I can't remember what, the second division, and he's playing every game now, basically, and he's getting good scores. So, sometimes hold on to that card if you might want to. And there's another player, Hein. He was a reserve keeper for goalkeepers, especially. He was a reserve goalkeeper for Arsenal, and he's gone on loan this season. And as this is the season that I got rid of him, so there you go. I would have had a good player there that I could play regularly, but now he's gone. I might get him again, to be fair. And then in the Classic, we were very close, 28, 38 points, and some quite high scores. But I think we just missed out. We had some very middling scores for a lot of the players. Suzuki, Suzuki, there you go, scored, and Shveko got an assist. So they're my 2 kind of standouts. Severon got a goal. So overall, just kind of an okay week for my Classics there. And then we got 2 boxes in the under-23s with Ben Bobzin, I think it is, getting 2 goals. Johannes Schenk getting 80 with an important save. Or is that a penalty save? No, clean sheet. With a clean sheet. Alvaron with an assist. Bas Venden Eyden with a goal. And then everyone else kind of not doing much. But I'm impressed we got promoted there when our keeper hasn't even played. But there you go. Imagine how much higher we would have placed if we would have put Schenkel instead of Gutklaber. I'm trying with the names, okay? So yeah, we did a really good week with these guys. With this run, we've got 13 boxes. With this one, we only got 1. Although the player I actually watched the game, Rangers played in the Europa or Conference, I can't remember which one, and they won 2-0 against Malmo. And the second goal was Ross McCausland, who's a young striker, or like kind of winger. And it was a great goal. And he looked really lively. He's definitely a good player for them. But I don't know how often he plays is the only issue, because I don't really watch Scottish League. We were really close with the European Classic. We were 9 points off. I don't really know where I would have changed it. Vlap, probably. There was another player who might have scored higher. But look at that, like Ainsley Maitland-Niles and Dominic Solanke getting really good scores. Although I'm surprised that Solanke got a goal and an assist, only got 73. I feel like it should have been higher. Maybe he played really bad for the rest of the game. But where I got the box, and I actually got a tier 3 card, was my under-23s. We got Troy Parrott, who scored. We got Kenneth Taylor, who I captained and scored. And Flavio Nanzino, who got an assist, giving us some really, we came 40th, which I think might be the highest I've come in a league before. And the player that we got was in the third tier card was Christian Klinsen for Ajax. He's played here and there, even scored before last season. So interesting player to have. Not sure if he's going to be that good at the moment, but he's 20, so he's definitely worth holding on to and seeing if he gets some more first team action maybe this season or next season. All right, so now we're just going to have a look at rivals really quickly. So the last week we did really badly and we got relegated from Division. We're in Division 4, so we were in Division 3 before. And I think I'm a Division 4 guy because there's such a jump between Division 4 and Division 3. So last time I got relegated with 0 points. Like I had a stinker of a week. But this week I'm currently on 28 points. I'm undecided. I've obviously joined the Man United Tottenham for today. But I'm undecided whether I go for some more and try and get a higher score, or just let it sit and hope that that's enough to get me second place. In my squad, I think we're in line to get promoted, so I'd get another box from that. So yeah, but then I'm going to get promoted up again. So I think next week, Division 3 is going to be a bit of a struggle, and we're going to have a similar problem. But we will see. We will see how that all plays out. But that's rivals. Yeah, didn't get anything really from it last week, and this week hopefully going to get a couple of boxes. So now we're going to go on to look at next week. Okay, nothing to look at with rivals for next week, so we're just going to be looking at Pro. We're on the right line to get 7 rewards out of 35 here. There are a few we're close to. We've got the special holo. If our captain, Lamine Ba, can score over 74 points, we'll get something in this one. So I'm quietly confident that might happen. One I'm less confident with is Martin Boyle getting 57 or above. But then that moves as well. So there's everyone else is getting scores in these games, whereas so that number might move up and we won't get anything. But we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, and I got a Serie A stack the other day, quite cheap on the auction. And I got Valentino Lazaro, so I'm not sure if he's any good for his team or not. But if he gets 45 or above, we're looking like we might be all right for a decent for rewards there. So we might find that next week this rewards is all good and we'll get some. Eredivisie we struggle with, even though I've got probably the most cards in that. I tried to do a Fortuna Sittard stack, but I'm a defender short, so that's probably my next player I'm looking to get is a defender for Fortuna Sittard. Troy Parrott and Jacob Broom are 2 players which are scoring quite consistently at the moment, so this team might do pretty well. I mean, I say I've not done that well. Half my team haven't played yet, so you might find, especially with this team, I'm 95 points away from a reward, 97 and a goal for Miriani, and De Kersmacher got 122 when he was captain. He didn't even score or assist, he just played well. So Eredivisie is potential. Premier League is hard to say until the games are played today, but we're doing okay. I will say I used for my rewards, I got like a load of 50% off and credit, and I got Mark Flecken, Alphonse Areola, and Bernd Leno. So we now have starting goalkeepers basically for all 6, apart from the last one. We got for 5. I thought Neto might play because Raya was supposed to be injured, but it was not to be. La Liga, we're looking like we're doing all right, but not great. I struggle with La Liga. I think if I want to do good in La Liga, I need to sink some more money into it, and I don't really want to because I don't follow it that much. So I think it's just going to be one of them ones which is just always a little bit meh. We're doing all right with Champion, but I never really get that many rewards from the Champion side because more people, it's harder and it's more expensive. We're looking at Challenger now, which we're doing okay in, but again, need to let the games play out today and tomorrow before we can really see how we're doing. And the same in Contender. For the most part, we're going to get some rewards, but still got a lot of games to play for some of these, which can change it quite drastically. And then under 23, I think we're probably not going to get a lot from it, but we'll see. We've got a couple of players who I wasn't expecting to play well, but have, like Tavon Gray and Abel Bretones, I think it is. And this team actually has potential to get me some rewards as well. So yeah, overall, that week is looking like it's chugging along nicely. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more than 7 from the looks of it. We're quite close on a few of them. Then first to fourth is European, and I've got 11 teams, so I'm not too bad. We've got in season, we're able to make 2 teams, but this second team, I don't even know if it's worth making, to be honest, but I made it. Ryan Kent has refused to play for Fenerbahce, so great card to have. He was one that I unlocked, I think, last time, or maybe the time before. He's basically going to be out of contract, or like they're going to void his contract because they don't want him. He doesn't want to play for him. So nice. Isam El Mah is a third choice keeper, so will never play this season probably. Rots is a young defender who just basically will never play. He's played one game, played really well, and they just haven't played him again. Nick Serrano hasn't really played any games for them. And Matthias Cajolo, I think it is. I never know how to pronounce the O's with the line for it. But he's basically a young player who rarely gets game time now at the moment. But he'll be played on the odd game when they want to give him some some experience and that. So yeah, this team I think is a bit of a waste, but we'll play it and see how it goes. We've got a classic team which we don't have a goalkeeper for, but I think the rest of them potentially could do fairly well. But you need a full team in classic to do anything, so I don't think that will really do much. Same with this one. Neto won't play, but we've got like a lot of Villa players, and then Muller has been coming on and playing well off the bench, so you never know. This one is All-Star Special, so a lot of people play it, and both of these teams are super weak, so I'm basically not expecting much for them. But then Challenger, I think it's an MLS special from the looks of it, like a lot of MLS games. I think we'll probably do all right with these ones. We've got a lot of good, like I said, Glennis, Aya, Escobar, a lot of good players here. Sviatchenko, I think we said as well. So, and all of our keepers start as well. So, I'm hopeful for that one. We've got a classic team which will do okay, I think, and one under 23s which has got some good players in. Seaman won't play, but Nanzino, Taylor, Troy, Parrott will definitely play and do. Like most of them have been doing well this in the last couple of weeks, and Noosa started playing well, hasn't been as good, but there's hope still that he might be able to have a good week, and then we'll get a decent showing from these guys. And then going on to the end of the week, we've got basically the same. I'm not going to go through all of like the Premier League and that, but we've got an anti-stack special. So we've picked out a few teams for that. And we've also got a legend special, which we haven't seen very often. I've got one legend at the moment, Marco van Basten. So we've played just a bit of a random team around him, but then we've got Van Basten who's going to be playing. I'd love to get some more legends, but I don't want to spend money on a card that you can use like once every 6 months, But that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. How many people have signed up? Only 153 at the moment. Don't know how many legends cards there are out there, so we might find that because it's such a low number of people playing it that we might actually do all right, but that number will jump because there's a lot of time in between now and then. And then we've got all of the rest, like Premier League and Champions and stuff like that. There is a Bundesliga special as well, but I don't have any Bundesliga keepers or really that many players. So we're not going to do much with that one. So that's the next week that we've got coming up. And now we're going to look at my player to watch. And my player to watch is Damon Mirani. I think it's Mirani, who plays for Hercules Almelo. I can't say anything today. Basically, he's a defender. I think he might be a wing back, and he has been fairly. He starts every game basically. He's been getting some fairly good scores. He's also been scoring goals, getting assists. Not like every game, but you can see fairly regularly for a defender. And his card is 150 from an instant buy. Other people are selling him for £2, £3 sort of price. And even if you wanted to go a bit more for him and go for a rare, you can get him for a tenner as a rare card. So overall cost really low, and he's playing. It won't let me go to overview now. There you go. He's playing pretty well, and his team aren't doing Hercules aren't doing too badly. They're not like shooting up the league, but they're not like they're not too shabby. It looks like he just signed for them as well. Only played 7 games, so yeah, definitely a player to keep an eye on, and might be one that you add to the stack for I think it's Challenger or an Eredivisie specific team, and then you can build off of that. But yeah, definitely a player who's got he's only 28, so if you got him for a couple of seasons, he'd probably do fairly decent. And he moved from, I think, Volendam were relegated, so he moved from a relegated side into Heracles. I don't know how to pronounce it, but they're a good team, and they're getting some fairly good results at the moment. So definitely worth keeping an eye on. So we're now going to go to what's in the box. What's in the box? All right, and we've had a fairly good week for our boxes. We've got 24 boxes to open. So we're going to start with the boxes from what's it called? From the rivals. And then we're going to move on to the limited boxes. So we're just going to open some rivals now. Hey! And I'm wanting Essence at the moment, because we're one away from being able to get another T5 card, which we're just going to keep doing T5s, I think. So Essence is always good. We're probably going to get a lot of tickets. So we've got 3 arena tickets here. So I'm thinking that mostly are going to be tickets. Another 3 though. We're absolutely piling on the tickets. I'm going to move a bit quicker through these because they're kind of usually. Oh my goodness, 5 tickets. We're ticket rich at the moment. That bodes well for the next week. But then maybe I play it too much. Hey, we've got enough for a T5 this week as well, which is good. But yeah, sometimes I need to not play as many of the rival games as I do, because you kind of hit a slump and then you lose all of your score that you had. So another 1 ticket. We're getting close to the end of these guys. What are we going to get? Ooh, another 3 Essence. Nice. I would like to have enough Essence. Another 1 ticket. So that at the end of this video, we have enough for 1. But then we have enough that we get a few more Essence in the next video, and we can do another one. So basically, we just keep rolling on a T5 every week, if that makes sense. But I don't know if we'll get that much Essence. So we now have the limited boxes. I think 1 at least is quite a good limited box. So we will see what we get from these ones. Oh, more Essence, 5. This is what I'm talking about. If we get enough, then next week we'll get we should have enough to do another T5. Something so we can, like, every week we'll at least do 1 T5 reveal as well. I don't know what the difference is between these white boxes and the a 3-star and the darker boxes, but we will see. 3-star, 5 Essence. So we're definitely going to have enough next week for another T5. Question is if I do more than 1, because I can now afford 2 T5s this week, or do I just leave it? I think I might just do 1 a week. We don't want to like go too gluttonous too quickly. We're getting a lot of Essence though. Let's see. Ugh, I hate the level ups. I don't ever. I should probably use them because they do give you better scores. 5 essence. I was hoping for a card in these boxes, but I'm not seeing that. We'll just keep getting essence, which, you know, I'm not complaining. I said I wanted essence, but I was hoping for a card still. 10! Oh my goodness. We're absolutely smashing the essence today. I think we've got enough for a T4. Question is, do you want to spaff it all into a T4? Not sure how good the T4s are. Wow. It's all essence, basically. I was hoping for one limited card, but it looks like... Oh, we got some money. 374 market credit. So yeah, I used the market credit I got last time, which added up to about 20 quid, to get half off Flecken as a keeper card. Let's see what we got in here. More essence. 73 essence now. Absolutely smashing through the essence. And another percentage off. 374. So we've got about 7 quid, 8 quid credit to have 50% off another card. So that'll be interesting. So that was the boxes all open. I don't know if I'm disappointed or not. We got a lot of essence, which means we can get cards. I was hoping to just get a card through it, but we didn't get anything other than essence and tickets, really, and a little bit of credit. But we're going to go over. So we can afford a T4. Oh, I don't think you can pick T5. You have to go for a T4 now. So we might as well go for a T4. And then we'll have enough next week for a T5. So let's see what we get for our T4. I've had really bad pulls on this so far. So let's hope that we can get something decent. Reveal my card. What are we getting? Oh, Serbian. Midfielder. Plays for AZ. Okay. I do like the Eredivisie. He's a 23-year-old midfielder for AZ. And he plays. He's a starter. That's not too shabby. Christian Belek. Does he... Question is, we're going to go to my club. We're not going to get another card just yet. We're going to save that for next week, the T20. But does he play international as well? Is the question. So he has been dropped occasionally, but got some good scores for his team and plays internationally, but comes on as a sub mainly. Scored a goal for as a few weeks back. So that's not a terrible pull. That's not terrible. How much is he worth? Around about £6, £7. That's how much people are buying him for. Okay, I can live with that. That's a pretty decent pull compared to the previous one, which is a player who doesn't play and was like £2, maybe even less. So yeah, overall, not bad. Thanks for watching. Let me know how you did last week and any players that you're eyeing up for your teams and stuff in Sorare. And yeah, remember to come back next week to see how we did and see if we've got any more beautiful, beautiful pulls that we can get. And I will see you when I see you.